burglary. Well done. We're going to be back with more academic challenge, more questions and answers for you right after
this. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Life is full of surprises, not all of them pleasant. Who can you depend on when the unexpected happens? You'll get fast, fair, and professional service from Westfield Insurance Claims Representatives, because your protection is our business. Represented locally by leading independent insurance agents, Westfield Insurance is very proud to bring you Academic Challenge, because supporting youth is another way we're protecting your future.
Paget Young and Associates salutes the students from Cloverleaf and Wadsworth competing on Academic Challenge. We believe it's important to provide our next generation of leaders and their schools every opportunity to achieve success. As independent insurance agents, we're proud to join Westfield in support of this worthwhile program. The students you see on this program represent the tremendous potential and promise of our communities. We wish them the best of luck in tonight's competition. Go Colts! Go Grizzlies!
Let's welcome and meet the team advisors from Garfield Heights, Bob Filner and Eric Wolski. From Olmsted Falls, Laura Kirchner. And from Wadsworth, Rick Miller. It's time to get back underway with our hot takes round. One at a time, I'm going to ask each team 8 questions. The correct response is worth 20 points with no penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. First up is team number 1, Wadsworth. And to pick your questions, Wadsworth, I'll call on Matt from Olmsted Falls. Will it be 1, 2, or 3, Matt?
It'll be 2.
All right. Justin, John, and Emily, you don't have to buzz in. I've got your questions right here. Here we go. Nathan Hale served in the Revolutionary War, but Sarah Hale worked during the Civil War for the establishment of what late November holiday?
Armistice Day?
Thanksgiving. Looking for Thanksgiving. The federal government owns a whopping 83% of the land in what western city where many land records are kept in Carson City?
Nebraska?
Nevada. Looking for Nevada. Despite his cosmopolitan name and background, Pope Urban VIII rejected the heliocentric theories of what great Italian astronomer who was forced to recant his views?
Galileo?
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. An acetylene torch uses which of these compounds?
Hydrocarbons?
That is correct. The Vietnam War was one of the longest engagements involving U.S. troops, but in what 1898 war did U.S. forces fight for less than a year?
The Spanish-American War?
That is correct. Ding Dong Bell are nursery rhyme words, but Shakespeare used them for Ariel's song in which of his plays named for a raging storm?
The Tempest?
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. What is the value of this expression, giving your answer as a fraction in lowest terms?
1/4.
That is correct. And your final question, Wadsworth. James Ewell Brown were the 3 given names of what Confederate general whose nickname came from the initials of these names? Anything? Need an answer.
No idea.
Looking for Jeb, J-E-B Stewart. All right, Wadsworth, well done. Thank you very much. Now we're going to have questions for Olmsted Falls, but I'm going to call on Jim from Garfield Heights to pick them. 1 or 3, Jim?
3.
3 it will be. Jim, Matt, and Felipe, I've got your questions right here, and we begin with this. Arizona's Saguaro National Monument is named for and has some of the tallest examples of what prickly desert plant?
The cactus.
Is correct. Although its name suggests peaceful agreement, what Massachusetts town witnessed a Revolutionary War battle just hours after the first shots were fired at Lexington?
Concord.
Is correct. Although he probably had more to do with seahorses than real horses, what classical god of the sea was credited with giving the horse to mankind?
Poseidon.
Poseidon or Neptune, that is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. In general, with every 10 degrees centigrade increase in temperature, the rate of a chemical reaction is expected to do which of these? Need an answer.
Double.
Double is correct. Not an elephant or a donkey, but what other animal nicknamed Teddy Roosevelt's political party, whose ticket he headed in 1912?
Moose.
That is correct. Bull Moose Party. Shakespeare's Macbeth compares the rugged Russian bear to what Scottish general whose ghost has just crashed Macbeth's dinner party?
Wallace?
Banquo, looking for Banquo. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. Simplify this expression, taking all roots to be positive and giving your answer as an integer.
10.
10 is correct. The airport that serves the Baltimore-Washington area has recently been renamed to honor what Supreme Court justice, the first African-American appointed to the High Court?
Clarence Thomas.
Thurgood Marshall, looking for Thurgood Marshall. All right, Olmsted Falls, well done. And our final set of questions come out of envelope 1 for Garfield Heights. Zeke, Jim, and Dan, you don't have to buzz in. We're going to start with this question. Geographers insist that there's nothing fishy in the fact that the Herring River is found on what Massachusetts Cape named for another type of fish?
Cape Cod.
Is correct. In 1995, two amateur astronomers, Alan Hale and Thomas Bopp, sighted and named a celestial body similar to what body discovered earlier by Halley.
Comet.
Comet is correct. Dr. Mary Walker, a surgeon in the Civil War, was the first woman to receive what highest American military decoration?
Medal of Honor.
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. The British thermal unit is a unit of which of these?
Energy.
Energy is correct. In 1901, a crowd at New York's Carnegie Hall heard the 26-year-old Winston Churchill speak about his recent experiences in what South African war?
Boer War.
Boer War is correct. Mark Twain's daughters said that their favorite book by their father was the novel titled The Prince and What Very Poor Person?
The Pauper.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. If your restaurant bill is $50, how big a tip should you leave if you wish to tip 20% of your bill?
$10.
$10 is correct. This is for the bonus. It took 36 ballots in 1880 before the Republicans chose what candidate from Ohio who went on to win the presidency but was assassinated the very next year.
Garfield.
Garfield is correct, and you got the bonus. Well done, Garfield Heights. We're going to be back with our final and deciding grab bag round right after this.
I not only use all the brains I have, but all I can borrow. There are risks you have to take as a business owner. Insurance isn't one of them. Rely on the knowledge of Westfield Insurance and a trusted advisor, your independent agent. Represented locally by leading independent insurance agents, Westfield Insurance is very proud to bring you Academic Challenge, because supporting youth is another way we're protecting your future.
Looking for a way to get noticed? We'll take you there in the all-new Ford Fusion. With its cool, sophisticated style, class-exclusive 6-speed automatic, and a 221-horsepower V6 engine. And on top of all that, we're including special auto show incentives, so you can get into one for just $229 a month. So, how will you get the attention you've been looking for? Ford Fusion. We'll take you there.
Paget Young and Associates salutes the students from Cloverleaf and Wadsworth competing on Academic Challenge. We believe it's important to provide our next generation of leaders and their schools every opportunity to achieve success. As independent insurance agents, we're proud to join Westfield in support of this worthwhile program. The students you see on this program represent the tremendous potential and promise of our communities. We wish them the best of luck in tonight's competition. Go Colt! Go Grizzlies!
For Academic Challenge information on the web, log on to newsnet5.com and click on Education.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we continue, we want to recap the scores. In third place at this point in our match with 345 points, Wadsworth. In second place with 365 points, Olmsted Falls. And in first place right now with 510 points, Garfield Heights. It's time for the grab bag round. In this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points. A team will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. There are also some visual questions. You'll see them on the monitor. They're worth 30 points, but an incorrect answer will cost your team 30 points. Again, this is for all three teams. So everybody, hands on the buzzers, because here we go with this question. The Shakori tribe of Native Americans lived near the site of what modern North Carolina University, whose sports teams are the Blue Devils? Olmsted Falls.
Duke.
Duke is correct. After the Spanish-American War, Congress specified that Admiral George Dewey would always be entitled to a salute of how many guns? Just 4 fewer than the president received. Garfield Heights.
17.
That is correct. Rome's major airport is named for what Renaissance? Garfield Heights.
Da Vinci.
Is correct. Leonardo da Vinci. Steam is still rising over the remains of what Indonesian volcano that erupted with such force? Garfield Heights.
Krakatoa.
That is correct. Students at the Savannah College of Art and Design made it into the Guinness Book of Records by painting a huge mural of what rock star who lived at Graceland? Wadsworth.
Elvis.
Elvis is correct. With the possible exception of hydrogen, any element with 1 electron in its outside shell, Olmsted Falls,
Valence.
is a metal, a gas metal or a semiconductor. We're looking for metal. According to the most recent space reports from Saturn, there are rainfalls of liquid methane on what largest of Saturn's moons? Garfield Heights is correct. Take a look at the monitor. Don't think. Thinking is the enemy of creativity. This surprising quote comes from what very thoughtful author of such science fiction works as The Martian Chronicles and Garfield Heights.
Bradbury.
Is correct. The present time zones of the United States were basically set up in 1883 by what big transportation business? Wadsworth.
Railroads.
That is correct, the railroads. What number is 64% of 50? Garfield Heights.
32.
That is correct. Bidders recently paid $1,500 apiece for saplings of a rare species of pine tree that dates back to what same prehistoric age as in the title of Michael Crichton's novel? Wadsworth.
Jurassic.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please. Caerphilly Castle was built over 800 years ago in what political division of Great Britain, whose capital and largest city is Cardiff? Olmsted Falls.
Wales.
Is correct. The English university town of Cambridge was the birthplace of what well-educated author who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Garfield Heights?
Douglas Adams.
Is correct, and we are out of time. Let's see how we did this evening on Academic Challenge. In third place with 395 points, Olmsted Falls. In second place with 405 points, Wadsworth. Our winners this evening in first place with 670 points. Stand up, gentlemen. Garfield Heights, you are our winners this evening on Academic Challenge. Well done. Be sure to join us next week as we feature teams from Brooklyn, Waterloo, and Wycliffe. I'm Adam Shapiro. We will see you next week for another Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance. Cash Explosion Double Play. Buy a Cash Explosion instant ticket and you could be on it.
Congratulations, you won $100,000.
Cash Explosion Double Play. Saturday night at 7:30 right here. Cash Explosion Double Play. Your chance to win thousands.
At Safe Auto, low monthly payments for car insurance within reach.
She lives paycheck to paycheck and can't pay all at once. So I told her the 3 magic words. Low monthly payments.
Minimum coverage you need, payments that fit your lifestyle.
He doesn't have a lot of savings that you can draw from, but with Safe Auto's low monthly payments, it's no problem.
Do you need affordable minimum coverage? Then you need Safe Auto.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Safe Auto.
Paget Young and Associates salutes the students from Cloverleaf and Wadsworth competing on Academic Challenge. We believe it's important to provide our next generation of leaders and their schools every opportunity to achieve success. As independent insurance agents, we're proud to join Westfield in support of this worthwhile program. The students you see on this program represent the tremendous potential and promise of our community. We wish them the best of luck in tonight's competition. Go Colt! Go Grizzlies!
News Channel 5 is on your side. Get the business headlines before Monday morning. Watch the Cranes Cleveland Business Preview Sunday nights at 11 only on News Channel 5. It's the big question. Is it a boy or a girl? Find out before the ultrasound with this at-home kit. Well, maybe not.
News Channel 5 is on your side with a medical investigation examining the accuracy of a controversial gender test. Why it's breaking the hearts and wallets of expectant moms.
Plus, win $250 of gas. Watch Grey's Anatomy at 10 for the word. Then watch at 11 for your cue to call. Sunday at 11 on News Channel 5.